From doing a Netflix special just to pay the bills, to wanting to step in the octagon again to cash a big check. Is Conor McGregor actually broke? The UFC star is releasing a Netflix docuseries to cash a big paycheck. You heard it right. McGregor's turning to Netflix to make some extra bucks. He must be getting short on dollar bills, because Netflix has recently provided a first look and lots of new info about the new series, McGregor Forever. The project has been in the works since 2021, when Conor teased it for the first time. The former double champion tweeted, "I've contractually locked into 4 one-hour episodes that I have to produce right now for Netflix," which, give or take, I've done it already. Fans have been waiting impatiently to see what it was all about, and the wait is finally over, as McGregor Forever is hitting our screens on May 17, 2023. The upcoming feature series is directed by Gautam Chopra and Dara McCarthy. The docuseries will be taking fans through Conor's various injuries throughout the years, but it'll be mostly about the almost career-ending leg injury he suffered in July 2021. It was UFC 264, and McGregor was going against Dustin Poirier. McGregor threw a leg kick late in the first round and watched his leg crumple underneath him. Yeah, it was nasty. But McGregor's new doc is going to give fans insights into what the athlete went through. From hospital beds to starting training again, it's got everything. But why drop a docuseries out of the blue? Does Conor just want to show fans how he healed his leg? Or does he want to make some dollar bills? The latter definitely sounds like something McGregor would do. And we know this Netflix special means a big payday for the star. Let's look at it this way. McGregor hasn't fought in the UFC since 2021. He fought 2 fights against Poirier, and that's about it. That was the last time he cashed a big paycheck, and it was a whopping $23 million. Now he wants more. You know why stars like McGregor make Netflix docuseries? Or when they have no other means of income. One of the two. He's been making headlines, but for all the wrong reasons. Yeah. Headlines saying he took steroids to magically heal his leg and whatnot. I mean, he did heal a very broken leg in a pretty short time, and if you ask me, it's pretty sus. Maybe this documentary is his only way of staying relevant in the media. You and I both know that he isn't ready to retire anytime soon, and there isn't enough hype around his name right now to give him a good fight. This could be his way of staying relevant in the fight world. There are way too many examples of stars who've put out Netflix shows to stop their careers from going sour. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle released a Netflix docu to stay relevant. Meghan and Harry stepped out of the spotlight the moment the prince stepped down as a royal. But turns out they couldn't stay away from Hollywood's limelight for too long. Soon enough, after moving to America, they were doing interviews and revealing harsh truths about the royal family. When that wasn't enough, they put out their own Netflix special, Harry and Meghan. This series gave fans a deeper look into their daily lives, but many fans pointed out that the couple only did it to favor their wallet, which they definitely did. According to Forbes, Harry and Meghan had a hefty $13 million when they stepped down as royals. Their Netflix documentary alone gave them a contract worth more than $100 million. Big payday, all thanks to Netflix. Harry and Meghan are definitely not the only ones who try to make some extra bucks from Netflix. Conor is walking in their direction too. I mean, what happened to some good old-fashioned fighting? Other than actors and fighters, music artists also have a way of staying relevant in the industry once their career starts going downhill. They do Las Vegas residencies, and it cashes them a big check. If you are failing to stay relevant in the music industry, a Las Vegas residency is the solution to all your problems. It's an easy way of making the same amount of money you normally would with a US tour, but without the hassle of traveling and constant touring. Britney Spears made over $137 million for her Las Vegas Piece of Me residency. For someone who hasn't released an album since 2016, she sure knows how to stay on top and make big bucks. Celine Dion, on the other hand, is Sin City's highest grossing performer. She made over $684 million after 1,141 performances. That's a lot of performances. Easy on Me singer Adele is no stranger to these residencies too. She made over $1 million for each show for her Weekends with Adele residency. These residencies last for multiple shows, and artists walk home with a lot more than what they came with. Too bad McGregor isn't a singer. He would have loved some residency money. But no worries, because a Netflix series would do. This isn't the first time the UFC star has tried making money with documentaries. In 2017, McGregor put out his film Notorious. The film was all about the highs of his career, and because it was directed by the Notorious himself, there wasn't the slightest bit of bad light on him. The film did what it was supposed to, and McGregor made a lot of money. It became the highest-grossing Irish documentary and made over $184,000 in its first week only. Of course, McGregor Forever is gonna do a lot better. It's a 4-episode Netflix series. What else do you expect? McGregor's net worth is about to go through the roof. Speaking of McGregor's net worth, is the former lightweight champion really broke? Let me tell you, he's far from broke. As of May 2023, the 34-year-old athlete has a whopping $200 million. He's made a lot of money over the years. McGregor's undeniably one of the highest paid fighters in the UFC. His highest grossing fight made him over $28 million. It was against his arch rival, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and McGregor took home a big check despite losing to the Russian. This is just from UFC though. He makes way more money from his endorsements and brand deals. Notorious has worked with brands such as Burger King, Reebok, Beats by Dre, etc. A bulk of his net worth came when he sold his whiskey brand, Proper No. 12, for $150 million. So I think it's safe to say he's not short of dollar bills. Why does he need more then? Well, it's simple. McGregor is an expensive man. Yeah, the UFC star isn't like your average celebrity. He makes sure the world knows he's got money. A lot of it. Y'all need to understand that he needs money to buy cars. Very expensive cars. He's got over 25 cars, including multiple Rolls Royces and 2 Lamborghinis, all worth over $3 million. But McGregor needs more. On top of his long fleet of cars, the athlete's also got a $3 million yacht. That's not all. Guess what else could a multimillionaire own? If you guessed private jet, you're absolutely right. McGregor also owns mansions throughout the globe. From Ireland to Las Vegas, he's got million-dollar homes everywhere. The McGregors also go on very expensive vacations. So it's no surprise if $200 million isn't enough money for Conor. Let's not forget that McGregor often finds himself on the wrong side of the law. And he needs money to pay off the lawsuits against him. Apart from being one of the richest athletes in the UFC, Conor is also one of the most controversial ones. He's had multiple charges over the years. In April 2022 alone, he faced 6 driving infractions, including 2 for dangerous driving. The lightweight also has an arrest record that includes several assault charges. Like that one time, he reportedly punched a DJ in the face during an altercation at a party in 2021. Not only this, but he also escaped a jail sentence for punching a bar patron in Dublin in 2019, but was fined $1,000 for it. All these charges have taken away a good portion of McGregor's wealth, and with his controversial behavior, who can tell how many more lawsuits he would face? So Conor's turned to Netflix for some extra bucks. And don't worry, because even if his docuseries flops, McGregor's got a plan B. Yup, the UFC star is making his return to the octagon to cash some more dollar bills. You heard it right, the wait is finally over, because McGregor's returning to the cage this year. After McGregor begging for a UFC fight, Dana White has finally confirmed Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler for 2023. The date hasn't been announced, but both fighters will work as coaches for the Ultimate Fighter prior to their fight. They'll then meet in the cage for their highly anticipated bout. And you know what it has for McGregor? Money. It's been estimated that he will make at least $20 million. $20 million is no joke. So, if the documentary series doesn't go as well, McGregor's still got plenty of options to make money. So, from wanting to step into the octagon again to cash a big check, to doing a Netflix special just to pay the bills. That's all for whether Conor McGregor is actually broke.